Tomorrow is a 48 First Alert Weather Day, sponsored by Mr. Rooter Plumbing for all your emergency plumbing services.
Yeah, we're on the southern edge of that storm system Nolan was talking about out in the plains. There's a secondary one that's moving across California that'll be here tomorrow afternoon, and it's going to refire everything. We've got a tornado watch till 3 o'clock in the morning that runs up to the state line. It is possible there will be a new watch issued for parts of western Alabama. That would likely be after midnight tonight if conditions warrant. And I say that because the storms are struggling because of this lid on the atmosphere. And I know it's a confusing thing to think about, but we've been struggling with this since the model guidance started coming out in the high res about 48 hours ago. What happens is typically, say you're climbing a mountain. You go up that mountain, the air gets colder the higher you go. Today, that situation's different because as you go up higher, you reach a point where the air is too warm, so that parcel of air stops rising, almost like a helium balloon. It takes off, but if it's not helium, it's not going to go anywhere. So that updraft suddenly just starts falling, and you'll see it on the radar data here. These storms have started to produce lightning and then fell apart. So these are weakening. So they're struggling. Everything else in the environment is there for severe storms to quickly and rapidly develop. However, it's just too warm in the upper levels. That could change, and that could change within the next 30 minutes. So that's the precautionary part of the thunderstorm forecast here tonight. You see south of Memphis, the storms are rotating, but they're just not reaching high enough in the air to cause any significant issues. So keeping an eye on this. We'll be here overnight tonight watching it for you, but I don't expect any severe weather to even threaten until after 2 o'clock in the morning. You can see the tail end of that major storm system out in the plains tonight, producing severe weather, high wind gusts. In fact, they had 70 to 80 mile an hour winds from Texas into Oklahoma through the day today, earlier today anyway. 2 a.m. to 6 a.m., this is where we're looking at the potential, and I stress potential. As you get farther east, there's just not a lot of instability. You step outside and most areas now, it just doesn't feel like a severe weather day. But tomorrow will be a big change, especially tomorrow afternoon. We expect destructive wind gusts in a large area from Alabama into Mississippi, down to the Gulf Coast, and even up to Nashville. And even Gatlinburg may see severe weather, as well as Atlanta. Quarter-size hail and higher, 2 to 4 inches of rain. Some of the model guidance has the possibility of up to 7 inches of rain, especially over the shoals. Let's take a look at the forecast guidance right now. Temperatures in the mid-60s overnight tonight. We're going to warm back up close to 80 tomorrow, and that is a change to the forecast. Notice around 4 o'clock in the morning, that's when, if the cap starts to break some, we'll see more thunderstorm activity over northwest Alabama. That's the short range high resolution model. I'm going to change that. I turned that off because I don't agree with what it says after 6 o'clock in the morning. So I think we're going to see this 3 or 4 hour period where we get a break in the rain. We might even see some sun, and that's not good news at all. It's going to become even more unstable. So here's the noon hour, and some of you probably get questioning the forecast about that time. It happens. But as we get past 1 o'clock, that's when we start to see numerous showers and thunderstorms, a possibility of supercells and long track tornadoes. The good news out of some of this is that we're going to be able to give you long track, probably 45 minutes to an hour advanced warning if that storm is directly going to threaten your community. So keep it tuned right here. We will keep you up to date. No, we're kind of in that window of just nowcasting. We're just going to watch and see what happens because the models are constantly flip-flopping and changing.
And as you've mentioned, there's several rounds. It passed us, we're out of the clear.
Yeah, it's just because you don't see your community on a still shot image. That's the biggest problem with Facebook, because you have still images. People say, oh, so we're not getting anything. No, we are all under the same risk. We all have the same potential as we go through the day tomorrow.
So even if it passes, just wait, because maybe another 1-2 punch will come.
Another one coming in. Watch your southwest. Anything southwest of you is moving northeast.
Good to know. Thank you, Brad.